My name is Amimu Ungogo and I'm from Ungogo local government. Mr. Speaker, I rise to lend my voice on this very disturbing issue. This issue of tax reform bill that is before the National Assembly, or rather at the upper chamber, the Senate, is quite disturbing. And from what my leader has just said in Hausa, the situation has been wholly criticized, or rather the bill has been wholly criticized by experts in the financial sector and the economists. However, the National Assembly still deemed it fit to go ahead with it. But it is pertinent to us, as representative of the people, to come forward with their grievances and unpleasant feelings about this tax reform bill. This tax reform bill, when you look at it critically, if you are following the literature of the tax reform bill that has generated a lot of comments, you find out that the tax reform bill has been prepared and arranged to favor certain section of the country, to the detriment of other parts of the country. If you look at it critically, it is going to favor the southern part of Nigeria. Even the southern part of Nigeria, the southwest, and specifically Lagos, will be benefiting to the detriment of the larger nation. Lagos is not Nigeria alone. There are 35 other components, including Abuja. And by the time you first build this bill into law, it means about 60% of what is being generated as VAT is going to Lagos. While the paltry sum of, or rather the remaining sum of 40% will be shared by the other 35 components, including Abuja. And when you further reduce the sum to be given to the south, the rest of the country, the south also, the rest of the southern part, which is southwest and south-south, about 25% is going to them. What is left is only 15% for the north. So, look at, this is the danger that we are into. And apart from that, all the corporate headquarters of most of the multinational companies and other conglomerates are situated in Lagos. But would you tell me that what is being consumed here in Kano is the same that is being consumed in Lagos? No. Now when you take our telecom industry, is it in Lagos that we are making our phone calls? But yet all our phone calls that we do here, whatever it is generated to the company, they will pay the VAT in Lagos, because the corporate headquarters is in Lagos. And by inclination, or by implication of this tax reform bill, the money is generated in that particular state, the large chunk of the money will go to that particular state. What is the point of the existing arrangement that we are enjoying on, which no any part of the country has complained about the existence? Why should this come up? So, my dear colleagues, Mr. Speaker, you can see it is a clear agenda of a certain part of the country to enjoy what they have not even reaped themselves. And we should not forget, let us go back, let us go back to history. The pyramids of the granaries in Kano, which has been produced all over the north, the cottons, industries, the textiles in Britain enjoyed the production of all these monies when they come back. The Nigerian Federation used it to develop all other parts of the country. Talkless of other resources that were abundant all over the country. Even some of these proceeds that some come from the north were used to develop Lagos when Lagos was the federal capital of Nigeria. And yet they are not satisfied. They are coming with another dubious move to shame the north. We say no to it. Let me also say, if this bill is unfortunately passed into law, where do we put ourselves? We have been already bedeviled by insecurity, banditry, kidnapping, and what have you, are still there unchecked. Most of the news that you will hear that the military have made a score against this banditry, the next day the bandits will come out and air their bill to tell the people that it's not true. It is there still, going unchecked. Our people, especially in Zamfara, Sokoto, Niger, Kaduna, Katsina, have been pushed out of their homes, have been pushed out of their farmlands. They don't even go to the farms to do the farming, which will give us the food that we take. That is why we are at the brink of food shortage in the country now. So we are suffering this devastation of insecurity. Apart from that, Mr. Speaker, we are also having our industries crippled, courtesy of poor power generation in the country. Trillions have been spent. Nothing yet is coming out of the power sector. The industries in Kano, the industries in Abuja, in Kaduna, and other industries in other northern part of the country are not enjoying proper and frequent power supply. Our industries are near zero operation. Some are already moribund. And yet, instead of the government to channel its effort into security issues and power sector, it is yet coming with another thing that will add such an injury in the north. Mr. Speaker, when we look at this critically, this is not even the best time to bring in this kind of bill when the whole country is bleeding, when our people are in hunger, when our children cannot go to school, when our health system is in dilapidation. And yet the government is so insensitive to bring this kind of tax reform at this hour. The petroleum subsidy has been removed, which capped the whole hardship on the Nigerian masses. Now this is like they want to extinct the north. So, Mr. Speaker, My own position, which I want this House to believe and accept it as our position, is that not even this House, but the whole Northern Nigerian House of Assemblies should stand against this bill. Should say no to it, should come out to say no against it. We cannot follow the footpath of those selfish and shameless members of the National Assembly. And we condemn their acts. Today, it is their own. Tomorrow, it will be someone's. They should treat carefully. We are all in the field, we are all in the track, we are playing the game. They are coming back to us, but you should be very careful. Let not their sentiment, let not their selfish ego take them to where they cannot return safe. So, Mr. Speaker,